you care to remark further, Senator Cohen?
Thank you, Mr. President. Good to see you up there. And I rise in support of the amended bill before us today. I wanted to just make a couple of comments. When I joined this chamber in my first session in 2019, we got right to work on the issue of per and polyfluoral alkyl substances, and I started digging in with advocates, many of whom I see in the gallery today, to further understand what the impacts were to the environment, to human health, and what we uncovered, what I uncovered, because the advocates were years ahead of me on this, was truly disturbing. And we worked really hard, and a couple of years ago, as then chair of the Environment Committee, and Senator Harding was ranking member of that committee, we worked to pass a bill that would provide a take-back program for firefighting foam, ban the AFFF firefighting foam, that contain these per and polyfluoral alkyl substances. And we also did something important in that piece of legislation, which was to ban food packaging containing PFAS. And that bill actually just took effect. That part of the bill just took effect recently. And now, because of this chamber passing that legislation, folks are not having their hamburger wrapped in food packaging that is laden with PFAS, these potentially carcinogenic chemicals. And we learn more, as I said, all the time. We've just had the EPA give us further information about allowable amounts of PFAS in water. We're starting to see towns and cities across the state of Connecticut, certainly across the country, being impacted by PFAS contamination, not only in their land and their ground, but in the water systems. A town of Killingworth discovered that they have contamination. This is impacting the school systems. Their water was contaminated, the town buildings, and residential homes. So these homes now learned that they were showering with water that contained PFAS. They were drinking water, thinking they were safe all the time, and yet these are forever chemicals, meaning once you ingest them, they don't go away. They stay in our systems. And we do know, we're learning more and more about the harmful effects of this. So I want to commend the good chair of the Environment Committee for taking this legislation up and taking it so seriously and really wanting to pass it and working with our colleagues to make sure of its passage, as well as the advocates who work so hard on this day in and day out to make sure that the safety of Connecticut's residents is at the forefront of what we're doing here in this chamber. So thank you again to the chair, the good ranking member of the Environment Committee, and I hope everybody will join me in supporting its passage today.
Thank you. Senator Wong.